Hello, family. So I wanted to tap in with you guys. Like I said, just been making a lot of changes to my schedule, and I just want to maybe commit to doing these energy check-ins with you guys every few days, just to see kind of what we need to know. So this can be an even deeper reflection of my collective readings for you guys. So let's go ahead and dive in and see what's the vibes, what's the tea, what's the energy, what's going on in these spiritual streets. What do we need to know for our highest and greatest good? Those who are tuned into this energy. So I just heard honor a commitment that you made to yourself or a promise, okay? So we're going to go ahead and get all of the cards out here, okay? Yeah, so for some of you guys, this could be a promise you made about walking away from a toxic relationship, not getting sucked into drama in a toxic, not getting sucked into some type of drama at a work environment and committing more to entrepreneurial efforts. But again, what I was hearing was honor a commitment or a promise that you made to yourself. And then we have strong Capricorn energy coming out here with the Devil, with the Three of Pentacles. And then we have Queen of Swords, which represents the Libra. So this could be a commitment, like I said, that you made in regards to a clear boundary that you set either with yourself or a boundary that you set around a certain group of people, or something, like I said, that you are maybe feeling tempted to do. This could be, like I said, something materialistic, a codependency, or some type of destructive behavior, okay? I'm also hearing temper. Honor a commitment that you made in regards to how you react to situations, especially with the Queen of Swords, and just being more, diplomatic and clear-minded. Also, finishing what you started is something that I just heard for you as well. Finish what you started. Honor your commitment. And the message is coming through very, very gently. So I'm going to pull one more tarot card and then pull some additional oracle messages. Okay. So you may be tempted to want to seep back into an old habit, an old thought process, an old way of doing things, an old relationship. Someone could anger you or frustrate you. Let's say, for example, if you have stopped drinking and then you experience stress at work and now all of a sudden you're wanting to go back to that, But Spirit is talking about you honoring this commitment that you made to yourself. Or maybe you're feeling lonely and this person reaches out and you decide to entertain the idea of a relationship or just a conversation, or you get tempted in some way. Or I'm also hearing as well, tempted to lower your worth. Okay, tempted to lower your prices if you do have a business or of some sort. Tempted to lower your prices. Something regards to your self-worth or the value of something or yourself, and learning how to I just keep hearing honor the body, honor the self, honor the word. Okay, let's see. All right, yeah. And we have Libra coming out here again. So you could be heavy Libra or Capricorn in your chart, okay? But we have the Justice card coming out here, okay? And the Justice card, again, is about fairness, truth, clarity, equality, balance, law. It also deals with, like I said, Libra energy here. I don't know why. I never read these, but I feel called to read this. It says a spiritual number, 11 can reduce to 2, which is about balancing the polarities in a given situation. Okay, yeah. So, yeah, you could be seeing the angel number 1111. You could be a life path number 11, a life path number 6, a life path number 3, a life path number 2. And so, yeah, that makes sense. So there's something out of balance. Okay, here with the Justice card, the Devil card, as well as the Three of Pentacles, that Spirit is trying to bring to your awareness. There's something here out of balance that Spirit is trying to bring to your attention. This could be imbalance in a relationship. This could be imbalance in a job. This could be imbalance in the prices that you're charging versus the energy you're putting out. This could be an imbalance within yourself, your physical body, you know, depending on certain things. This could even be like addiction, could be like social media addiction, okay? It could be an addiction to food. It could be an addiction to overthinking, you know? But there's something here that is overcompensating for something else. Overcompensating for something else lacking, if that makes sense. Yeah, Nine of Swords here. Fears. So it's like, instead of overthinking about something else, then you run to something else or someone else or something else. And Spirit is like wanting you to address this issue like head on. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, exactly, which is about balance, giving and receiving. Okay. And then we also have the Nine of Pentacles, which is about rewards, luxury, self-sufficiency, financial labor. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull some additional cards here. I'm just hearing like you need to be stern. You need to be clear in your boundaries. That's the way you protect yourself in this season of your life, by being very clear with your words, clear with your boundaries at work, clear with your boundaries in relationships, and even setting boundaries with yourself instead of internalizing all of this pain, internalizing all of this turmoil, internalizing all of this fear and this worry. You need to just let it out. There's something here about Spirit wanting to balance the scales. I just keep hearing balancing the scales. Again, going back to the first message, which was honor the commitment, honor the promise. Okay. So we have, yeah, long term, which is commitment. You see the rings represent commitment. It says an opportunity could turn into a long-term career move, or you will be asked to commit to a position in exchange for more money. Again, that word commit. This could be so many different things for you guys, but you know your life, you know what it is. For some of you guys, this is a romantic relationship, and your spiritual team is like, don't settle for that toxic person. Don't settle for less than what you deserve. There is something coming through in the long term, someone that is willing to commit to you. Don't settle and get stuck in this work, this job that you're currently working. There is a position that is going to give you more money for your creativity, for the work that you put out there, okay? So Spirit is balancing the scales. Something or someone has been taking advantage, been pulling from your energy, and it's time to balance the scales, balance that energy out. Okay, let's pull one more card from this deck. And see, yeah, this is coming out in the reverse. So some of you guys, you're tempted to make whatever this is work at the expense of your mental health, at the expense of what's right and wrong, at the expense of overgiving, oversharing, and not receiving in return. And so some of you guys, you're approaching this particular thing as if this is the last relationship on earth, or this is the last job on earth. So you're approaching it from a very fear-based mindset here. It says, make it work. You have all the tools you need to succeed, but you have to put in the effort. You excel at working with your hands and fixing problems. Okay, so I feel like this is something with it coming out in the reverse here, that Spirit doesn't want you to try to make this fit, make it work, because the more you try to make whatever this is fit, the more you try to make it work, you are compromising or you are neglecting a promise that you made to yourself in some form of fashion. Okay, all right. I'm actually going to pull from Confessions of a Soulmate, just in case this is a relationship for some of you guys. Okay. Oh, okay. Let's see. Okay. So we have unspoken, There's so much I want to say to you, but I find it difficult to put my feelings into words. Exactly, with the Nine of Swords in reverse here. Spirit wants you, that's how you protect yourself, by speaking up, okay? And this says, I'm sorry for the pain. So some of you guys, what I'm hearing here as well is that you have been silently suffering in a relationship, at a job, in a certain situation, in a friendship, wherever. You've been suffering somewhere in your life, okay? And you have not vocalized to another party. You haven't vocalized to your job. Or maybe you have, and instead of like moving courageously towards another opportunity or moving courageously towards the next thing, you're choosing to suffer and try to make it work. And so Spirit is reminding you of the commitment that you made to yourself. Capricorn here, Capricorn represents January, right? And so January is about the commitment that you made to yourself at the beginning of the year. So this could be New Year's goals, about how you wanted independence, okay, for some of you guys, how you were going to step out on faith, how you're going to do the unthinkable. So let us pull from the guiding light, and then we're going to close out here. All right. What else do you need to know? Okay. Yeah. So we have victim mentality. It says you are learning to understand that everything happens through you and not to you. Okay. And then we have synergy. Blending together all of your talents helps you to create an energy signature that holds within it your authentic creative expression. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and read victim mentality from the book really quickly. And it says, when the victim mentality card shows up in your reading, it reminds you to see past the illusion. You may be feeling helpless in a specific situation. All that you really need is for things to change directions. Is all that you really need for things to change directions is for you to change your perception. Your perception of why things are happening to you is keeping you stuck in a feeling of hopelessness and helplessness. As long as you continue to look at the world in this way, things cannot change for you. It's time to shift your perception. Begin to understand that you are creating the world around you through the way you perceive your world. When you get stuck in victim mentality way of thinking, you give away your power. You're no longer using your intention to create something. You are in essence saying, this situation is happening to me. I don't deserve it. I did nothing to create it, and therefore I am a victim to it. If you want to experience something new, you have to create something new within your intention. If you have found yourself in a series of unfortunate events, the good news is everything is getting ready to change for you. You guys, the camera cut out. I'm not exactly sure where I was at. Let's see. Well, we have 3 coming out. It says, I release the need to be validated. I am my own confirmation. And then we have, sometimes you have to start over and come back harder. And then we have, I respect and appreciate my journey. So that is it. That is all. That is what I have for you guys. And make sure you let me know in the comments how this message resonates. And I'll see you guys back here really, really soon. Ashe.